Hey guys, it's Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and in this short vlog I've been asked a question. Matt, give us your top tips for training in this heat we're having in the UK at the minute. So we're at the beginning of August, depending on when you watch this, it may not be relevant, but you know what, let's just go for it. It's beginning of August, it's UK, we're in a heat wave, we're on a hosepipe ban, and training in this heat, we're just not used to it, and some people just need some tips and are struggling with it. So I'm going to start answering the question by giving you a few facts, and then I'm going to give you my top three. So first things that you need to know about training in this heat. When the environmental temperature goes up, so does our heart rate go up a little bit. And it's going up to cope with the body's responses. So the heart rate is elevated to try and keep us cool, to produce more sweat, to digest food a little bit quicker. The body's processes are speeded up to try and keep us cool and to keep what's called homeostasis or equilibrium within the body. So we're already burning up to 10% more calories per day than we normally would do anyway, and that varies from person to person. So that's fact one that you need to know. Fact two that you need to know, if you're training and you do a general warm-up or what's called a pulse raiser, you get on some cardio kit and you spend 5 minutes just bringing your heart rate up, bringing your core temperature up. As a rule in this heat, you need to do a little bit less than that because your body's already at a core temperature. The synovial fluid, the joint fluid, is relatively fluid. Your soft tissues, your ligaments, your tendons within the body, they're all nice and pliable because the core temperature's raised. I'm not saying you don't need a warm-up, but as a rule, you need less general warm-up, but you still need your specific joint warm-up. You need more hydration, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but when you're hotter and the outside temperature's hotter, you need more water. And when you're exercising, you should be sipping water, just wetting your mouth, having a little bit going down, little and often, rather than big gulps of water that's probably going to make you sick. And if you're training outside, you need to use a bit of sun cream, you need baseball caps, you need to cover yourself up, you need to protect your skin if you're training outside. So my top three tips for training in this heat. Firstly, you have got to listen to your body. Now, this doesn't really vary from any other time of the year, but it's more specific in this heat. You need to listen to your body. You need to, if you're starting to feel sick, if you're starting to feel way too hot, if you're starting to feel dehydrated, you need to bring the intensity of the exercise down and look after the body. The body will send you signals when something's not right. So my first top tip is listen to the body. You can't breathe, you're getting too hot, you're getting too bothered, you're getting too sweaty, you're starting to feel sick because of the temperature. Bring the intensity down. It's better to have lots of training sessions at 75% than one at 100, and then you're having to have a few days off. Tip number two is you need to plan ahead. Okay, you need to plan ahead for the session. If you know you're going to struggle to breathe because there's no humidity in the air, because there's no moisture, you need to make sure you're reducing your exercise intensity. If you know you're going to be sweating lots, you need to be wearing suitable material clothing, shorts, vests, maybe sweatbands, maybe a towel with you, maybe some ice water rather than standard water. But you've got to start planning ahead for exercise success, especially in this heat. And tip number three is about consistency. So bring your exercise intensity down and hit your weekly workout targets at that reduced intensity. So if you're planning on training 3 times of the week, you're better off bringing your intensity down and training 3 times a week at 75% rather than training twice at 100% and then missing a session because you're fatigued, dehydrated and way too stressed out with this whole training in heat dilemma. So 3 tips again. You've got to plan ahead. You've got to reduce your intensity by listening to your body, and you've got to keep the consistency whilst you're dropping the intensity. So there's my top tips and a few facts on training in this heat. If you would like to know any more about my work, Please do a search on Google, social media, YouTube for Matt Bartram PT. Go to my website, which is www.personaltrainertamworth.com. If you like the content of this vlog, listen, it's free. I'm not charging anything, and I want as many people to get this information as possible. Help your friends, help your family. Press like and press the share button so lots of people see this. Well, I love you all loads. Happy training in the heat, and I will see you soon.